Next step is the current, and we will tune the controller to get a good response to a current step. Okay, so the controller will send the current step, and we are looking for the instantaneous current. And so we have to tune it to get the nearest curve as possible. Okay? Just this. So, here you got two values to enter, a proportional and integral factor. Okay? For the current. So, if we put here on current, then this value are default value. So I will send 1 ampere step. Okay, and I will check how does the machine react. So if I press start, then here you got automatic. This is automatically zoom here. This one is automatically zoom for the yellow curve. It's yellow here. And this one is automatically zoom for the green curve. The green curve is the current control. Okay, the green curve is the current control, so goes to 1 ampere here. Okay, and then go back to 0. Then in the other sense, go back to 1 ampere. Okay, and go back to 0. And I want that the yellow curve is the same as the green curve. Okay, to do this I have two parameters, the proportional factor and the integral factor. Okay, so it's difficult in the beginning to know what kind of value I have to put here. Is it 5? Is it 500? So let's try with a small value. Let's try with 5. No really change. Let's try with 50. No really change. 200. It's changing. Photo. Okay, so now I start from 0, arrive to 240 milliampere. I want 1 ampere. The green curve is 1 ampere. Okay, so let's say, okay, let's increase this. Let's put 500.
Одному амперу прямо, чтобы 1 ампер был, чтобы фокус сигнал совпадал.
500. Okay, it's more or less 0.5, a little bit more than 0.5. Okay,
1000, наверное,
it's 1000. Okay, still not success. Let's try 2000.
5.
5000. Нет, ну, не линейно поменялось. В 2 раза увеличили, подросло чуть-чуть. 4000.
4000. Ah, you can hear it?
Yeah.
This means there is current oscillations. This is not good. This is too much.
Too much.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, you will, depending on the machine, but you will see that you can never access to the 1 ampere requested just with proportional. You need absolute integral factor. Okay. So let's say same. Let's put 10. the beginning?
No.
О,
То есть это коэффициент, да?
с этим сводом больше
Then it's not so bad. If I put 50,
Это на форму, да, уже получается сигнал.
Ну,
А,
50
подожди, что это?
is better.
Ага.
Better here, okay.
Сейчас просто два коэффициента.
If I put
Не,
200,
видишь, это математика.
Ну, блин.
Какая-то формула какая-то с квадратом, там скучно.
not difference between 50 and 200. Okay. So let's keep 50. The minimum value is the better, the best. Okay. The 50. But what can we say also for the proportional factor? Maybe I have put what 2000. If I put 1000, do I have some change?
No.
Not really. Okay. If I put 500,
Сначала это подтянули, потом с помощью этого и уменьшаем, находим минимальную возможность, выставляем минимальную
there's
возможность.
not a big change. Okay. Just maybe a little bit here. Okay.
C'est tout bon hein, pour la décale alors.
Ouais, je peux prendre?
Yes.
Nickel, merci. Tu récupères ta pièce du coup?
Je récupère la pièce
Et le SP, ouais. Ça fait-
По-моему, на
tu peux
двух
faire
тысячах-то
le
покрасивее было,
Ouais,
всё,
ouais.
поровнее.
on a vu tous les problèmes.
Ну,
Okay.
по-моему, нам нужно
Not a lot of
минимально.
change. The important is that we can follow the step. Yeah. Okay.
Ну, интересует, я понимаю, вверх-вниз в основном.
Value for this proportional and integral is between 0 and 1000 generally for all the machines.
Bon, ben,
And what is our main task? To get the same signal or to find the minimum values, then the signal is the same like the green.
The purpose is to get the nearest of the green curve. Okay? To get the nearest of the green curve. Here is good.
Чем меньше число, тем лучше? Или без разницы? Так не говорит, например. But regarding the value,
Yes.
is it better to have the more or less value?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. It's better to have the minimum value.
It's better.
Yes. It's better.
That one?
This one,
Ага.
if you put, I don't know, 200? No, 20. 20 is not enough. Okay. 50.
And so if I make these values, this adjustment wrong, what will this action affect? It will affect the counting.
So in fact, you cannot really put this one wrong. The current servo mechanism is the basical current loop, the primary current loop. Okay. So even if it's not, this one should be enough also for the calculation. The most important curve are the speed and the position curve. This one, of course, if you let 0, 0, it will not work. Okay? If you let 0, 0, you have no response at all on the current. But you cannot make it really wrong. Even if it's not really good, this will not be a big problem. Okay, so let's say this one is enough. Next step is the speed step. The speed step, we will also exactly same. We will tune the controller, the response of the controller, to a speed step. So it's exactly same than this one, but it's not current. It's speed.
Okay.
this is speed. Okay, exactly the same, but you have some parameters here. So speed, I also have proportional factor and integral factor. Okay, and there is tacho range switching mode and tacho range switching. For the moment, we don't speak about this. I will speak later in the sound mechanism. I'd like these parameters changed to here, to trajectory. Okay, I will explain you after what is it, these two parameters. So speed, same. We will try to get 10 millimeter per second. This default value. Let's press start. The green curve is the speed control, and the yellow curve is the speed information given by the tacho, so the real speed.
0 now.
Okay, so if I put same level, there is 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, okay. I want the yellow curve is the same as the green curve. So same, in the beginning I don't know what value I can put. So if I put 10, there is not a lot of effect. If I put 50, then it starts to get informations. If I put 100,
Ну, сначала, получается, по амплитуде, да, добавляем, а потом форму правильно.
if I put 200, I put 300, I put 500. Then we can hear oscillations. That means in the speed, that means it's too big. Okay? The purpose is to go down until we don't have any oscillation anymore. Okay? This is this way for the speed. And then we had the minimum as possible of integral factor. Okay? So if I put one. One is not enough. So here, now I can reach the value. It's not the same. Why? Okay. Okay, now I can reach the value and keep the value until here. So I cannot put more proportional because then I have oscillations. Okay, we have hear it. We can hear this oscillation. Regarding the integral factor, if I put bigger, let's say 200. The curve is better, okay? It's a little bit better, especially here. If I put 500, it's also good also, okay? But the purpose is to put, so on this machine is not so easy. On better machine, you will see that the best is to put, you will not have to put a big value of integral factor. If it's brand new machine, normally a small value of integral factor is enough. But this is the purpose. Here is also to follow the speed step asked by the controller. Okay? So let's say this one for the moment is okay also. Okay. So now I have an error, tracking error. Okay, but I don't touch anything. I've stopped the servo mechanism. Okay, and it says tracking error. Where is the counting windows? Yeah, have a look. Machine is moving alone. Okay, if I accept the error, machine is moving alone. So of course, this is normal that I have a tracking error. Okay, this tracking error comes because I have made the current step, the speed step. Okay, and then you got an offset of the motors. In all the motors, you got some offset. Okay, and this offset is compensated in the position loop. So to suppress this, either I have two possibilities. The best is to disable the tracking error here. And now the machine is moving, but as I have disabled the tracking error, I will not have tracking error anymore. But that means the machine is moving. So on X is okay. If you did this on Z, if you don't look the machine, you can maybe crash the head. That's why we say, okay, remove the head. Okay? So, I have disabled the tracking error. Anyway, you cannot kit MetroTune with these parameters. These parameters will never be saved. You cannot exit MetroTune with the tracking error disabled. Okay? So now I go in position.
Секунду. Значит, продублируй мне. Что сейчас сказали про то, что можно башку разбить? Из-за чего?
Ну, если у нас будет, то есть у нас же не задано сейчас сначала координат, а что? То есть мы долбить вниз, как бы, то есть мы можем уехать и воткнуться.
А вот эта галочка изначально не стоит, да?
Она не стоит, естественно, и она не сохраняется. Для того,
Что мы не ставим, чтобы
Но
она ошибками
нам,
не сбрасывала?
если мы X, Y настраиваем, в принципе, нам не принципиально настроить сразу там, начало оси, да, задать им позицию. Для Z это там более важно. Поэтому для ускорения процесса там настройки этих осей, как бы, то есть можно нажать, чтобы не отображало вот эту ошибку перемещения.
Ну, что голову мы не разобьем, если шаг за шагом делать, мы ее сначала снимаем.
В смысле, снимаем голову?
На самом деле не обязательно снимать.
Ну да, это понятно.
Можно заглушку поставить по один еще. И замкнуть ее там чем-нибудь.
По одним болтом снимаем.
Да, только без головы машина не поедет. Это все. Двигаться не будет.
Next one is the position servo mechanism. Okay, so here we ask the machine, the controller asks the machine to move from one point to another point. Okay, during 1 second, it stay and then it go back to 0. Okay, without acceleration, without anything. So we ask the machine to do this. 1 millimeter difference. Okay, and we will. So this is the request. This is not possible for a machine. Okay, the standard movement of machine is a trajectory with acceleration, constant speed, deceleration. Here we have no acceleration, nothing. And we will look. The response is the position error. position error, okay? To tune this, we also have two parameters, a proportional and an integral value, okay? If I don't do anything, I will have the position error. Of course, when the machine moves immediately, position error is maximum, okay? If I don't tune anything, then I will still have the position error maximum, okay? And when I go back, I will have also position error maximum in the other sense, like this. I want to adjust this in order to get, of course, when I move, I got the position error maximum, okay? But then I want this error go to 0. Of course, in the other sense, when I go back in the position error will be maximum, and I want to decrease this one. This position servo mechanism is really a behavior, a feeling of the guys that make the tuning. If you got a harm machine, okay, you know, harm machine, maybe you don't have a lot, but harm machine, if you tune the main axis too hard for the position, when it stops, the arm will have vibrations, okay? This is the rigidity of the servo mechanism, this servo mechanism, okay? If this is too low, maybe it's not a problem, okay? If it's too fast, if it's really fast, it can be good also, but it will never be like this, because you will have, if you have this kind of oscillations here, that means it's not good for the mechanic of the machine. You can't train the mechanic of the machine, okay? I prefer having something smooth. Yeah. Okay?
Yep.
This is what we will do now.